Welcome back, everybody. This is VibeKnight here, and this is episode 3 of our City Skylines series. In episode 2, when we last left off, we talked about upgrading this highway interchange right here to be a little bit safer for traffic crossing the highway, as well as building a brand new industrial section over here that's going to suit our needs for a good while. I did record this episode over the weekend, but unfortunately I was not very happy with the commentary quality, and I just felt like you guys deserve better content than what I had produced. So I am going to show you video without commentary of the work that I did. So without further ado, here is that footage. Alright everyone, so those were the additions that I made over the weekend. I hope that you guys like the changes that I made. I feel like the intersection is a lot safer, and I feel like our industrial section is going to be logical enough for traffic to be able to come in and out without much hassle, without much backup. So, with all that being said and done, let's go ahead and get started. First things first, we're going to have to install some power lines from here. This is a bit tricky right here. Maybe we can cut across here. Oop, that's not gonna work. There we go. Now we can get rid of all this. So, we were using our 3-lane with a bus lane, being one of those lanes, to do this. Here's 10. So that keeps our symmetry right here for the roundabout. Let's see, let's go all the way to right. Right to here. Is that a good guess? Ooh, no, I don't think it was. It might have been. Alright, now here's going to be the challenging part. Is making this turn to go around the river, but also keeping the spacing even between these two. So let's say we're going to go forward 10, and then we're going to go to the right 10. Let's say keeping about 130 degree angle, maybe 132. That looks 135-ish. Looks pretty parallel to the river. Excuse me, perpendicular to the river. So now that we went 10 last time, we're gonna go 12 this time, and 12 this time. All right, and about right there is fine. That looks pretty parallel. Now here's another tricky part. It's making this to where it doesn't slope up or down. How does that look? Actually not that bad. It does go up a little bit right here, I feel like. But as far as attempts that go, that was one of my better ones. Okay. Alright. And now this can go any which way we need it to. Perhaps it might go and stay parallel to this side later on when we need this area. And just head this way a little bit. Okay. So now we need to create another residential area. Perhaps we can keep it symmetrical with the other side. Oops, space is already occupied. I can live with that. Okay. So I want to take this road right here, and I want to go in line with this one right here. It's probably best to come from where I just came from. If that made any sense at all. Alright, and we can just continue these roads like that right there. So 90 degrees that is. Okay. And then we'll do, I guess every 20 units we'll go across. Oh wow, that ended up working out really well for us. Let's do the same thing. Let's start over here just to be safe. And we'll just leave that as its own thing right there. Alright, not too bad. Not too shabby. We are going to have to work on this, oh my gosh, in a second. What will help with this right now, though, is to take this from being industrial to being residential. But before we do that, let's... Oh my gosh, we need some police in here real quick. Okay. We can go ahead and make all this industrial right here. Let's just double check that this is... Oh my gosh, it's not in our section. So... One of the things I did is I installed this district, and I made it so that way it has a policy, if I can find it, it has a policy of creating a forest industry. So all these trees can be made into lumber, and they'll regrow and all that stuff. So yeah, so it's just a specialized industry. So what I really want to do is install that right here, and we're gonna need some fire. Okay, all right. You're gonna need some water. Okay. Electricity will get dispersed over there shortly. Okay. Okay, so you see how it says not enough raw materials? It's because all of these cars are being, you know, there's just so much congestion right here. So when we get rid of this, it'll make it a lot easier for us to get where we need to go for all of our goods and services into the city. Okay. And I think we're about to lose our bridge. We just lost our bridge. Let's go ahead and pause the game real quick. And the easiest thing to do to get this back would be to build a park. Let's do a playground. Oh, geez. Sorry, that was not a playground. This is a playground. And we'll build a school right here. An elementary school for our citizens. How's that bridge doing now? Okay, we have our bridge back. At least for the time being, because these are going to disappear. Okay. Let's do something else now. Let's do a high school. Okay. And for the fun of it, can we do this? 120. We can. Hopefully we can get that money back. Okay, while we're waiting for the need for residential and industry to pop up, let's go ahead and take care of some of those other objectives that we had for this episode. We're going to go here to the landscaping. I want to do large trees. And these are the largest trees. These are giant redwoods. Let's go ahead and use some of these. And some of these will go away eventually. Because we're going to be building roads around here. But I want to build just a small forest. So you kind of have the illusion that you're driving through a forest when you're on this overpass. But it's also really going to help in blocking sound from these overpasses. So that so that way our noise pollution for these neighborhoods isn't so bad. All we're doing, I'm just spamming this button, this left mouse button, to install these trees. And if you wanted to, you could even make a cool little park. Okay. And once we add houses right here, those trees will also go away right here. So that's fine. Okay. And as promised, our need for an industry has grown, as has our need for residential. And I guess it's kind of really a good thing to use both of these. I know we still have some room over here, but we can use both of these and we can split up our use of traffic. Okay, so that should be pretty good for a while. And once this comes up, we'll get some more industry going. Okay, so let's see what other services that we might be lacking. We've already almost rebuilt our surplus, which is awesome. So in terms of medical, we are in pretty poor condition for medical. So let's go ahead and build one over here. Let's see about building one. Right here is fine. Let's get one in right here off a main road. And then we're definitely going to need something over here. Perhaps over here could be a giant hospital. And we're missing electricity over here. Why is that? Oh, okay. All right. So we just need to have more solar panels over here, which is totally fine. Okay. Sorry, this one business. You are being evicted. I apologize, bro. Okay. Not bad. Not perfectly straight, but we can always go in there with the Move It app and make that even better. Okay, pretty good need right now for some commercial. All right. Okay, so this would be a good place for a big city park, but let's go ahead and do a custom one. Let's see, we're actually going to need to go to landscaping, pavement path, park path. do just straight lines. Get some curves going. And I'm back at it with that old habit again of clicking over here rather than just clicking B. Let's see, this is okay, park path. Just want to make sure. Alright. Now it's symmetrical without being perfectly straight lines. Why are you doing this? There we go. Okay, just want to make sure. All right. Okay, that's a pretty interesting little shape. What we'll do is before we get too far into this, we'll actually make this a legit park. And as I'm doing this, this reminds me of something else I wanted to bring up to you all. So I have about 24 subscribers at the time of making this video. And I would like to thank you all in the form of perhaps naming something after you. Maybe it's a park, maybe it's a district, maybe it's a street or a road or whatever. So yeah, if you want something named after you, I mean, you're one of the early subscribers. So go ahead and put your name down below. Just maybe like your first name or your last name. Don't do both. And let me know, who you are. And I mean, I know some of you personally, but let me know. And I'll see about naming something after you. Okay. Any other different rocks? Okay, and that would be a nice little park for all these residents to go live in. Okay. Now it might be nice to take some of this and make this commercial, so that way we're saving on traffic coming through here. Because right now they're having to go all the way through this roundabout, which is still creating some traffic. We also do need to add in some roads right here that go underneath the overpass, so that way we can save on some of that traffic as well. For now, let's just do this right there. Okay, that's probably good enough for now. Let's do some of these roads real quick. Space already occupied. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and move this part because it's one of the only places we have access underneath the access road, or excuse me, the overpasses. I'm just going to move it here to the left real quick and hopefully build this road before any residents move in. Okay, there we go. And now let's see, can we do one more? Yes, we can. We may take this and cut across right here, actually. and get rid of right there. That way this intersection is not too close. Perhaps we can even do something similar right here. And get rid of one of these. Okay. Let's go ahead and see about our services again. So medical's good. Fire is okay. Police. We need something over here. Maybe if we do one big giant police station. Yeah, that'll cover just about everything. How about education? Okay. We need some elementary over here. Let's go ahead and throw in a park as well. And then we need, looks like a high school. Okay, our need for residential is going up again. And actually, you know, it might be kind of nice just to do this right here. All that at once. Now, I haven't checked all of our schooling over here. High school's good. Elementary's not quite as good. Okay. Perhaps if we create another, in the next episode, another overpass right here to get going into this right here. This might be a faster way into the city, or into this part of the city for our citizens. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you want to see your name either on a road or a city park, or perhaps even a neighborhood, please leave your first or last name in the comments below, and I'll see about adding that for next time. If you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so and hitting the bell icon. That way you can get a notification anytime I upload a video. Thank you all very much, and have a good one.